day to our active learners from grade 7. So how are you today? I hope that you are doing fine because I know that you follow protocols amended by our government officials such as washing hands regularly, using sanitizer and alcohol often, wearing masks in places in the presence of other people, avoiding crowded areas, and observing social distancing. My dear learners, welcome to our Science Eskwela of Science 7. I am Ma'am Domilin Biaraliano, your grade 7 science teacher. Today, I am not just your teacher, but I will be your tour guide as we explore and learn. Please get your pen, paper, or notebook to take down notes, and of course, your learning activity sheet in science. Find a place that makes you feel comfortable and away from any distractions. Brace yourselves as we go on our discussion. Are you ready? Great! Our most essential learning competency demonstrate how places on Earth may be located using a coordinate system. So at the end of our discussion, you are expected to 1. Identify imaginary lines found in the globe or map. 2. Differentiate the lines of latitude and longitude. Number 3. Determine the location of different places using latitude or longitude. And number 4. Value the importance of coordinate system. Suppose you're out in the middle of nowhere. You've been injured and need someone to come and rescue you. There are no road signs and no addresses to give them. How do you tell the rescue team where to find you? Very good. You can give your absolute location or coordinates to the rescue team using a map or your phone's GPS or global positioning system. What is an absolute location? Correct. Absolute location is a location in terms of coordinate system. It provides a unique location to prevent confusion on your exact location. But how does coordinate system works? Let's find out. First, using a map or globe. Have you seen a map or a globe? Great! Let's test your knowledge about map and globe by answering this short activity. Put an M if the statement describes a map and G if it describes a globe. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each item. Number 1. It is a flat and two-dimensional representation of Earth. The correct answer is M or map. Number 2. It represents the model of the Earth as a round like ball. Amazing! If your answer is G or globe, then you are correct. Number 3. Has features of an area such as mountains, rivers, and lakes. Very good. The answer is M or map. Number 4. It is not handy and easy to carry around. Fabulous! The correct answer is G or globe. Did you get it all correct? Great! We can now proceed to our next journey. Now, what is a map? Very good. Map is a two-dimensional graphical representation of an area, land, or sea, depicting physical features. It can represent the whole part of the Earth. How about the globe? Great! Globe is a three-dimensional spherical model of the Earth and represents the whole Earth. Now, I want you to observe closely to the map and the globe. What do they share in common? You are correct. Both the map and the globe are made up of horizontal lines and vertical lines, which intersect with each other. These lines are not seen on the surface of the Earth. Hence, they are called imaginary lines. What are imaginary lines? Fabulous! These lines are important in giving the absolute location of a particular place on Earth. Imaginary lines are named as latitudes and longitudes. How these two imaginary lines differ from each other? Let's find out by performing this simple activity. Note, read carefully its statement. I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer each question. Number 1. Lines that run north and south. The correct answer is longitude. Number 2. These lines are called parallels. Great! The correct answer is latitude. Number 3. Lines extending around the Earth horizontally. If your answer is latitude, then you are correct. Number 4. Measures east or west. Correct. The answer is latitude. Number 5. The equator is at 0 degree. Amazing! The correct answer is latitude. Number 6. The prime meridian is Greenwich, England at 0 degree. Correct. It is a longitude. Number 7. Lines run east and west. The answer is latitude. Number 8. These lines are called meridian. The correct answer is longitude. Number 9. The lines running vertically around the Earth. Amazing! The answer is longitude. And for number 10, measures north and south. Amazing! The answer is longitude. Did you get it all correct? Very good. So based on the correct answers from the activity, which of these two illustrations, a latitude and longitude? Good job! Latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines that run from east to west of a map or a globe. Since the Earth is a sphere, the distance of any places on the globe is measured in degree. What do you call the starting point for latitude? Correct. starting point for latitude is the equator. Thus, the equator is a 0-degree latitude. The equator divides the Earth into two hemispheres. What are they? Fabulous! We have the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere is an area located above the equator to the north. It extends above the equator for about 90 degrees north. Southern hemisphere is an area located below the equator down to the south pole. It extends below the equator for about 90 degrees south. Where is the location of the Philippines in the globe? Amazing! Philippines is located at the northern hemisphere, right above the equator. Lines of latitudes has special names. What are they? Great! We have equator at 0 degree, Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north, Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south, Arctic Circle at 66.5 degrees north, and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south. The latitude of a place has something to do with its climate. The part of the world between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is called tropics. Countries located in this zone experience a tropical climate, where the annual average temperature is about 18 degrees Celsius. That is the reason why the Philippines is a tropical country. The part of the world between Arctic Circle and Tropic of Cancer is called Northern Temperate Zone, and between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle is called Southern Temperate Zone. Countries located in these zones experience 4 seasons such as winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Areas within Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle are called polar or frigid zones. Countries located in these zones experience cold temperature all year round. Now, what do you observe to the climate of a place if it is closer to the equator? Correct! The closer the place or latitude to the equator, the warmer the temperature. And the farther it goes from the equator, it becomes colder. Let's proceed on longitudes. What are longitudes? Correct! Longitudes are vertical imaginary lines that run from north to south of a map or globe. They extend from North Pole to South Pole. To visualize properly the longitude, let us study or use this illustration. What is the starting point of longitude? Great! The starting point for measuring longitude is the prime meridian, which is located at 0 degree longitude. The prime meridian divides the Earth into 2 pairs of hemispheres. What are they? Correct! The Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere. The Western Hemisphere extends from prime meridian to 180 degrees going to the left.
While Eastern Hemisphere extends from the prime meridian to 180 degrees going to the right. Philippines is located at the Eastern Hemisphere.
Longitude and latitude degrees represent the location of places on Earth. When these latitude and longitude are combined, we can locate the absolute location of a place, and that's where coordinate system comes in. What is a coordinate system? Amazing! Coordinate system is an arrangement or reference lines or imaginary lines on the globe or map. By means of coordinate system, the position or location of any place on Earth's surface can be determined and described. In a coordinate system, we need an origin or 0-degree reference. In this case, x-axis is the equator and y-axis is the prime meridian, both at 0 degree. At least can be located uniquely by how far to the left or right it is from the y-axis and how far above or below the x-axis. The sample point has a unique coordinate of -3 and +5. So -3 is in x-axis and +5 is in the y-axis. The dot represents the point where the two values intersect. To locate a place on the surface of the Earth, we need to use the same method of coordinates. We need to locate where the latitude and longitude intersect on the map or globe. Remember that coordinates are set of degrees or latitude and longitude that help you locate a place on a map or globe. Let's try this activity. What letter is located at 60 degrees north, 120 degrees west? To answer, keep in mind that the degrees at the side are latitudes and the degrees above are longitudes. First, let's find 60 degrees north. 60 degrees north is above the equator, so it's here. Next, locate 120 degrees west. 120 degrees west is at the left side of prime meridian, so it's here. Then draw a line to connect where the 2 degrees intersect. So the answer is letter B. How about 30 degrees south and 0 degree? Answer it in 10 seconds. Amazing! The answer is letter G. Let us try this activity entitled Complete Me. Materials needed: world map, ball pen, piece of paper, and ruler. Ruler is optional. Procedure. Number 1. Use the given latitude and longitude to locate the place. You need a world map. Number 2. Use the ruler to draw a line in tracing the location. And number 3. Write your answers in the table to complete the data. I will be giving you 30 to answer the activity. Manila in Philippines. 2. Beijing in China. 3. London in England. 4. 34 degrees south. 5. 38 degrees east. And number 6, 40 degrees north. Did you get it all right? Very good. Now, to sum up our today's lesson, absolute location is a location in terms of coordinate system. Map is a two-dimensional graphical representation of an area, land, or sea, depicting physical features. It can represent the whole part of the Earth. Globe is a three-dimensional spherical model of the Earth and represents the whole Earth. Imaginary lines are named as latitudes and longitudes. Latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines that run from east to west of a map or a globe. The starting point for latitude is the equator. Longitudes are vertical imaginary lines that run from north to south of a map or globe. They extend from North Pole to South Pole. Coordinate system is an arrangement of reference lines or imaginary lines on the globe or map. Let us measure how much have you learned in this lesson. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each question. 1. Equator divides the Earth's surface into 2 hemispheres. Which 2 hemispheres are being determined? A. Northern and Southern Hemisphere. B. Western and Eastern Hemisphere. C. North Pole and South Pole. D. None of the above. The correct answer is letter A. Northern and Southern Hemisphere. Number 2. Why prime meridian serves as the reference point for measuring west or east distance? A. It is located at 0 degree. B. It is an imaginary line. C. It intersects the equator. D. It is a meridian. The correct answer is letter A. It is located at 0 degree. Number 3. How do lines of latitudes or parallels run on the globe? A. From North Pole to South Pole. B. From North Pole only. C. From west to east. D. From west only. Amazing! The correct answer is letter C. From west to east. Number 4. How does latitude differ from longitude? A. Latitude measures south only, while longitude measures east only. B. Latitude measures north only, while longitude measures west only. C. Equator is the reference point of latitude, while prime meridian is the reference point of longitude. D. Prime meridian is the reference point of latitude, while equator is the reference point of longitude. Great! The correct answer is letter C. Equator is the reference point of latitude, while prime meridian is the reference point of longitude. Number 5. Which of the following statements best describe the coordinate system? A. It locates places on Earth. B. It describes the position of places on Earth. C. It consists of imaginary lines such as latitude, longitude, and prime meridian. D. All of the above. Great! The correct answer is letter A. It locates places on Earth. So how should I score their learners? Always remember that you are doing great in everything that you do. Always bear in mind that there are better things than getting high scores. What important is you learn from your mistake and become a better learner at the end. For your additional activity, answer this activity entitled, "Where should I go?" A secret message has been intercepted. It says, "Meet me in 35 degrees north and 45 degrees east, 60 degrees north and 10 degrees east, 57 degrees north and 10 degrees east, 35 degrees north and 55 degrees east, 30 degrees south and 60 degrees west." These coordinates fall in 5 different countries. The first letters of the countries spell a word. So what word is it? Let's check your answers. 1 is Iraq, 2 is Norway, 3 is Denmark, 4 is Iran, 5 is Argentina. So, the hidden word or the place where they meet is India. Congratulations and good job, grade 7 learners. I hope that you learned a lot today. Once again, I am Ma'am Domilin saying goodbye and hoping to see you on our next